Solete sodais. So, let's talk about virtual assessment. We spent the month of October defining a bunch of problems. We found a solution for a couple of them, but mostly we were focusing on problems and we were thinking about some of the factors that might go into solving our assessment problems, our instruction problems, our planning problems, all the different problems that come along with hybrid and remote teaching in this very strange transitional time. So, after you define the problem, what comes next? I learned from my friend of mine who's an engineer that it's not what you might expect. It's not actually the solution. The solution does come eventually, but the solution, the bridge, does not come right after you've figured out, okay, this is where we are and this is where we want to go. Because first you have to figure out, how do we build the bridge from current reality to desired results? We got to make sure we know what the desired results are, and then we've got to make sure that we know what kind of a bridge needs to be built. Otherwise, you may find yourself in the situation of building a bridge, a solution that doesn't actually work, that doesn't actually meet the needs of everybody. And that's why you don't jump into like building the literal bridge as soon as you figured out, okay, we'd like to be able to get from here to there. There's some steps along the way. And this is a process that often works. First, you got to agree on the problem. And then, once you've agreed on the problem, you have to form a preliminary team to start thinking about solutions and identify the desired results for the team, but also for the other important voices, for the people who will also be using that bridge with you, right? Then before you jump into full-on construction, you got to prototype the solutions and make sure that those solutions will actually solve the problem. You may need to refine and improve them, and then, even though it seems like that will take a lot of time, it ends up saving a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of effort for the people who are building the bridge. And I believe it's going to solve a lot of time and a lot of effort for us as we get ready to take our next steps. So, we're going to be doing soon a prototyping session of a thing that I'm pretty sure is going to help us really get clarity on the problems, really get clarity on the needs for the solution, the things that everybody wants and doesn't want and needs and doesn't need, and some other things that go into making a good solution. And then I think once we've done that, that building solutions, building assessments that work for our situation, building whole curriculum structures that work for our changed situation will be a lot easier once we're clear on where we are right now, where we want to go, and who all is involved, whose voices need to be heard. Then it's a whole lot easier to figure out how to get there. So be looking for more announcements about that in the days to come. And remember that it does not have to be as difficult or as complicated or as hard as you probably fear. And you do not have to do this work alone. Keep that in mind and move from the mind to the heart to the gut to action when you're ready. And until then, until we talk to each other next time, walete sodais.